this is Jen from Newton's Nook Designs, and today I'm going to walk you through how to hot foil using our brand new hot foil plates and dies. If you haven't had a chance to check them out yet, we just released a series of 4 new products that includes this fun jar. So this is the hot foil plate, and then it comes with a die. Then we have fireflies. You also get 2 fireflies and a coordinating die. Then we have a sentiment set that includes sentiments that really go great with the fireflies. You brighten my day. You light up my life. Bright birthday wishes. Way to glow. Things like that. So really sticking with the shiny theme. And then if you'd like, there is a die set that can cut these out. You can either do a fishtail banner or just a straight banner to cut out your sentiments. So I'm going to walk you through how to hot foil today, and then I'm going to show you a project using all these fun new goodies. So stay tuned to see how it works. To hot foil, you're going to need a hot foiling machine, a die cut machine, a hot foiling plate, some paper, and some foil. Make sure if you get foil that it's hot foil, because the foil that works with the laminator is different and will not work with this system. So that's going to take a few minutes to warm up. This is the card I'm going to be making today. While we're waiting for that to heat up, I can show you this adorable card. Okay, now our machine says platform ready, so we are ready to foil. Take your hot foil plate and place it on there. I like to kind of go in the center. And then you're going to need to cut some hot foil to fit over your image. I probably should have done that before I put it on the plate, but there we go. And you're going to put this foil shiny side down over your hot foil plate, and then you're going to put the paper over that you want to foil, and then you'll hit timer. I'm also going to add on, there's a spacer pad and a thin shim, and I'm going to add those on top. You could wait and do this at the end, but there's no harm in doing it now. And this timer is going to blink until it's ready. When it's ready, it will stop blinking and be a solid color. Okay, my timer has just turned to green. It just took a few minutes, and now we're ready to foil. So you simply pull this out. I'm going to put my hand here to help it steady so that my image doesn't move. So you can see it just latches into that little groove there. And then take the whole thing out and send it through your die cutting machine. And just slowly roll it through. Mine's a little squeaky. Then I'm just going to set this back here. So we're ready for the next one. Then you can remove the plates and remove the paper. The foil will likely come with it. And then here's the magic part. You get to pull it back. Look at that, foiled perfectly. Now I have a little bit of there. You could have cut your foil closer to the image, but I knew I was going to be die cutting mine out anyway, so I didn't really worry about that. So now we have a beautiful blue jar all foiled. Then if you want to cut that out, you'll just take the coordinating die set, and these work just like all of the dies that we have for our stamps. So I just like to add a little bit of tape so it doesn't move. And then you'll use a standard sandwich. I have a magic map, but either another acrylic plate would work as well. And then you'll just cut that as normal, just like you would a stamped image. Squeak, squeak. All right, and that will just remove from the die. So now we have a die cut jar. For my card today, I'm going to be adding the fireflies directly inside the jar. So I want to foil them right onto this jar. To do that, I'm going to get my fireflies and decide kind of where I want them placed. I think I want them towards the bottom, something like that. And you can tape them in place. It's okay to put tape through the die cut machine or the hot foil plate. So that's where I want them. And then I'm going to get some gold foil and cut that, a small slice of that out for my fireflies. If I can find the end. It really is hiding. There it is. So now that's more than I need. So I'm just gonna use about half of that. We'll save the other piece. And then remember, we're gonna be flipping this over. So we want the shiny side to go toward the side that has the raised image. So we'll wanna put it there like that. Okay. Oh, now we gotta take this one off and it's still hot. So I'm gonna use this magnetic tool and then my little rubber mat that is for holding hot dies. And then we're gonna, this says it's ready. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on that direction, just like that. And then I'm gonna add those shims, hit my timer button, and wait for that to heat up. Okay, so my green timer light just came on, which means it's ready to foil. So again, we're going to carefully pull this towards me and unlock it. And then we're going to put this whole thing through the die cutting machine. I forgot to take away my last set of plates. And again, just slowly roll it through. I find I only need to go through once. If you go through and then back again the other direction, sometimes that's too much. All right, so we'll take these plates off and let's see if those fireflies made it into the jar. Look at that, the whole thing's just popping right off. There they are. Isn't that magic? So fun. Now we can take our magnetic tool and add that to the mat, which I just have on the side. Okay, now I also wanted to put a firefly up above the jar, one that escaped out of the jar. So I'm going to do another set. So I guess I'll get these back from the hot plate. Just peel, we don't need the tape this time. Oh. Try not to touch it since it's a little hot. All right, I'll turn those guys over. We're going to just take a little small piece of white. Oops. And that leftover piece that I had that I cut off when I did the last two. I'm probably only going to use one, but why not make two since everything's hot and ready to go here. And we're going to add our timer on. So you can see how easy this is, and it's kind of addicting. You just want to sit here all day in foil stuff once you get going. Foil comes in all kinds of different colors. As you can see, we've already used like a teal and a gold, but there's tons of different colors you can find. So we're just going to wait for the timer light to go off again to get solid. Okay, my timer light has just lit up to a solid green now. So again, I'm going to remove this, pulling it towards me, and again put it through the die cut machine. So now we should have some more foiled bugs. I don't know about you, but I just love lightning bugs. They're so fun to watch. We get them in our yard a lot in the summer. Okay, so this time the foil came up with the paper, so I just need to pull that off. And there you can see the fun foiled fireflies. So cute. Then I want these ones die cut, so I just have to line up with the coordinating die. Sometimes they're a little tricky to, there's the right, you just have to get it the right direction. And then I got them a little close to each other, but I think we can make it work. Yeah. So now I'm going to switch back to my regular die cutting plate and cut those guys out. So that is how you hot foil. I hope that you are excited to give this a try. I know I've been having a ton of fun with it. There. Oh, we have one more piece to foil for this card that we're going to make. We want to do one of the sentiments. So I think I always need birthday cards. So I'm going to use Bright Birthday Wishes out of my sentiment set. Now I'm done with the fireflies, so we'll pick them up, set them aside on that little mat. And then I'm going to add the Bright Birthday Wishes that way. And I think, let's do this in the blue. And I think I have enough. So I don't ever throw these away until I'm completely done, because a lot of times you just need a little piece for the next thing. And I think I have enough here to do my sentiment. Look at that, perfect. So you just need the shiny side down. Make sure it's all covered. Like, it's hot, but it's not going to burn me. So, and then I'm going to use a piece of blue, light blue. Add that, and then I'm going to hit timer again so that gets all nice and heated up. Adding my shims and waiting for the light to go to solid. Well, I'm waiting for that light to go on. It just did, but I just want to show you one thing while this is heating up, is that sometimes if you are having trouble, you don't have your pressure right, you might end up with something like this, where you get a little bit of extra foil in the center. And what you can do then is take one of these mono sand erasers, or any sand eraser, any brand, and lightly, in a circular motion, go over that. And that will take off, for the most part, any excess foil that you had. Now, I was having that happen a little bit with this jar when I had it in the plate vertically, but then when I turned I had it this way and then I turned it that way and it didn't do it. So just sometimes turning your image a little will fix the problem. A lot of times just putting it at an angle or turning the direction will fix the problem. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that you can solve it by doing that. So this is ready again. I'm going to take that out and run that through the die cut machine. So this was our sentiment, the Bright Birthday Wishes. So let's see how that came out. Take off our shims and then our paper. Oh, it looks like it probably worked just right. Ooh, pretty. Now you can see inside that S, I have a little bit of extra foil. Can you see that? So again, you can take that sand eraser and just really lightly do a real light circle over it, and that will take off any, I'm just going to go over the whole word, any extra you might have. And that just really cleans it up. Cool. So then for this one, I'm going to use one of those banner dies from the Banner Duo. I think I'm going to use the one with the fish tail. So you want to line that up. Ooh, it just fits. And you can see that I didn't get that exactly straight, but that's the great thing about die cutting it. Even if your first cut or your foiled image isn't straight, you can fix it when you die cut. Just line it up within the center of the banner, and no one will ever know it wasn't perfectly straight. And again, we're going to use the regular die cut plates to cut this out. Easy peasy. So that is what you can, how all of the foil products that we just introduced work together. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to clean up the foil stuff for now, and then we're going to put our card together. So I will be right back. Okay, so now we've got all of our pieces, and we're going to make assemble and make the fun card. Before I do that, I actually want to take some of this distress ink and add a little glow. I know they're already shiny, but I thought the fireflies should have a little glow on their back sides. So I'm just taking a tiny blender brush and adding a little bit of yellow to the back. So I'm going to do that with that one. Not sure which one I'm going to put on the top yet. So we'll do it with both. Like that. And then let's do the ones that are in the jar too. Just feel like that adds a little bit of extra pop to the image. And then, because I'm going to be putting white on white, I think we need a little bit of glow around the jar as well. So what I have here is a scallop edge frame cut out with our framework die set. And then I'm going to add a little blue glow throughout the center of this, just so that we have a little bit of blue around the edges of the jar. That looks good. So now that just helps the jar pop off. So you can see that fun foiled area. Or halo around the foiled jar. Then I'm going to take my scissors and just cut a chunk of tape off my giant roll of tape here. And so we're going to pop that jar, give it a little dimension. Sorry, I'm off camera there. So we're just adding some dimensional adhesive to the back. And then I'm going to center that over the blue area I just created. Ta-da! And then take another couple more pieces of tape here. I don't know if I cut that small enough. That's what I like about the tape that comes on a roll, because you can just cut it as big or as small as you need to. So we're going to add this right above the firefly, like right there. Yay. Super cute. And then this firefly here is going to pop up as well. So you can see you can either die cut the fireflies out to give them dimension, or you can just, like I did with the first two, add them directly inside the jar. So this one's going to be escaping, just like that. Then for my card, I have just a craft card base and a piece of cardstock from our Spring Blooms paper pad. And I'm just going to adhere those together using a tape runner. You can see this double-sided, it's so pretty. It's always hard to choose which side, but I wanted to have something yellow to match the fireflies. I'm just lining that up. So I chose the yellow flower pattern for the front. Done with you now. And then some adhesive on the back of this. And press that down. And there it is, the shiny birthday card. So you can see how easy it is to create beautiful foiled cards. I have a few more cards I created during our product release, so I can show you those quick too for a few more ideas. Here's one that focuses just on the fireflies. Again, I gave them that beautiful glow behind their rear ends. And then on this one, I added a little strip of yellow polka dotted paper from, I think that was from the Summertime paper pad. And then I used our Starfield stencil with some sparkly embossing paste and a black background, and used Way to Glow with like a silvery foil. So fun. Each card is unique. Here is one I created using heat resistant acetate. And what you can do is I did the heat resistant acetate with a gold foil, and then I used a piece of vellum and I just cut the jar out without doing any foiling around it, but just to have that sort of diffused look so that the background doesn't completely show through, that you have a little bit of like a fog or a glass look. And then I put the fireflies in between those two layers. Let me see if I have one of those around here I could show you. Yeah, so what I did is like put like this in the back, and then I foiled on the acetate and then put the firefly in between. So that just gives you that nice frosted glass look. And these fireflies I did on black paper, which turned out super cool too. And then again, I used the Starfield stencil for the background, this time with just a white paste, and inked, you know, like a fun black to yellow moonlit sky. I added a little bit of twine around the mouth of the jar. That's a fun added detail. And then I used our Land Borders die set here for the grass, and You Brighten My Day, again with the blue foil on the light blue paper. So you can see there's so many different options of what you can do. And here's one more. This one, again, I used vellum. This time I foiled directly on the vellum instead of doing the 2 layers like the other one. And then I put the firefly behind. But you can see the difference. If you use an acetate, the firefly stands out a little more. If you use a vellum, he kind of gets diffused. And both looks are really pretty. It just depends on what look you're going for. So here we have one firefly inside the jar and one outside the jar. This is that matte black foil, so it's not real shiny, but it has a really fun matte look to it. And then I used You Brighten My Day with the fishtail banner. And again, the Starfield stencil, which is my favorite to use with the fireflies. So many fun things that you can do with the foil. So I hope that you are willing to give the foiling a try and that I have made it look simple enough for you to give it a shot. You can find all these products in our shop right now, newtonsnookdesigns.com, and we will be continuing to add a few things here and there to our foil line. So if you have any ideas of things you'd like to see, let me know. If you have cards that you've created using our products, make sure to share them with us. We'd love to see what everyone creates. You can use hashtag NewtonsNook on Instagram, or you can add it to our Create and Share group on Facebook. So lots of options to share with us and to see what everybody else is creating. So thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed seeing how to hot foil. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever we add new videos. Thank you again, and have a great day.